If you plan on building close to your property line, you're going to need to look into your local building codes and find what the minimum distance you need to keep is. For us, it's 3 feet. To be on the safe side and give myself some walking room from later, I set the edge of the gravel area 4 feet from the wall. So I'm going to share with you how we did our foundation. When you make your own for your shed, it'll be different based on your circumstances. There's a corresponding article in the description with some research that I did and some videos that might help you out. Setting up and leveling the simple string layout was helpful because we figured out that we had an 8-inch difference from one corner to the other. With that said, if we were going to do something similar again, I'd just start out with batter boards. Essentially, you're making a platform that you can move a string along to create a square corner. You can make corner pieces like these, or 2 separate straight boards like I had to use around the stump. Having 2 people to do this is easier, but you can use a plumb bob to help with the measurements. Once you get your batter boards in place, you can square and level everything up. To easily identify the corners, I put in some rebar. We're using 6-inch thick concrete block, so the footer we made was 12 inches wide and 4 inches deep. We pounded in 24-inch rebar for each of the blocks before pouring the footer. So my wife donated some lipstick so that we can measure from the string and mark the rebar to figure out how much concrete we needed to pour. So while we're mixing some concrete here, I'd like to say this is my first attempt at building a concrete wall. I started first by laying down a bed of concrete, putting the block on, and then leveling it out. So it really does get hot here in Vegas. The unfortunate thing is that the camera got too hot and stopped working and needed to cool off, and so we pretty much lost all the footage that we were trying to get of laying the concrete block. Sorry about that. After we mortared the blocks in place, we filled the cells with concrete where there was rebar. When we mortared the capstones in place, we had to wet down the concrete block. They had gotten so hot that they were sucking up the moisture from the mortar and not letting the capstones properly set. For the other 2 non-load-bearing sides of the pad, we just laid capstones for decoration. It's a bit overkill for this area, but we put 4 to 6 inches of gravel in the area where the skids are going. Also, if you want to be smarter than me, go rent yourself a plate compactor instead of doing it by hand. It'll be a lot easier on you, and you'll get better results. Well, I'd like to thank you for watching. This is the first part of a multi-part build for our new modern work shed. Barda and I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. There's some social media links if you want to check out some behind-the-scenes stuff. Get out there, make something, and we'll see you next time.